Hey everyone, Arlie Safari here, and the game is afoot. We're playing a game I was not expecting to come out today, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. So this is kind of like a light novel game that takes place in, the Sonic universe. I think this is actually canon from what I understand. So I'm curious to see what happens. I don't think anyone's going to be the murderer per se, but we'll find out. I'm not even sure if Sonic's actually going to get murdered, but I saw like a few minutes of this earlier, and it looks interesting, so yeah, let's give it a try then. Okay, ... That's how I like to start stories. Phew. Made on the train 15 minutes ahead of schedule. I think I'm gonna go with the southern accent. So far, so good for my first day on the job. Oh, I totally forgot my name tag isn't ready yet. I should make one. I'll just sign my name here. And yeah, I'm gonna try doing a southern accent because of the Knives Out movies. At least the two that are out so far. I think there's one more on the way. I think it's coming like in a year or two, but yeah, let's not ponder on that too much. So yeah, let's do murder mystery. Arlie, did I spell that right? Yes. I'm not gonna do the whole name because that's gonna get annoying to read from other characters being like Arlie Safari. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna be fine with Arlie. Anyways, hope passengers can read my scribble. Oh, very nice. The dining car. Okay. Very elegant. Uh-oh. Am I nervous? Is this the first day on the job jitters? Working the train's dining car can't be so bad. Come on, Arlie. Shake it off. Slap. Arlie, did I, just see you hitting yourself? Mr. Conductor, sir, how are you doing this morning? Ho 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 ho! Quite alright myself. Though, feeling a little bittersweet. Is everything alright? Well, truth be told, not really. I'm doing the southern thing. Alas, today's my last day as conductor. I'm retiring after 32 years, wonderful years. Huh. So is that like 32 years of Sonic? That is 32 years of Sonic. It's like 32 years at this point. Time for me in the No, I need to stop doing the southern. Time for me and the Mirage Express to say goodbye to one another. Okay, so this is based off of Mirage Saloon. Cool. Oh, congratulations on retirement, sir. Thank you. My wife is very excited about it. She's already got her plane tickets to Spagonia locked. I know that's from Sonic Unleashed, but I've never learned how to pronounce it. Spagonia, whatever. Our shower's been on the fritz, so I'm excited to use the hotels. I can see why his wife's excited. Enough of my quibbles. Today's your first day working the dining car. Here's the menu for today. Menu add to inventory. Okay. I can open the inventory anytime to view the items I've received. I should look over the menu carefully. Okay. So we got the Mirage, like, Saloon, or Mirage Express thing. So we got chili dog, ramen, and chicken cordon bleu. So, yeah, very basic, but decent appetizers. Although, kind of weird having, animals eating that, but whatever. Why do you look so nervous? All we have on the train is a microwave. Ha 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 ha. Though I'm sure a little quiz is in order. Which of these do we serve? Ah, crap. Which of these do we serve in the dining car? Okay, so spicy grilled picky, crab ragoon, and yeah, chicken cordon bleu. Ding, ding, ding. Glad you can read the menu, okay? A little about the vessel. This is a state-of-the-art, high-speed smart train with all the latest gadgets. This train can really handle anything you throw at it. We've had a lot of adventures together. Me and this train, it's not easy to leave. After 32 years, I don't blame him for being wistful. This train is exclusively used for events. It's not a passenger train. I remember that from the interview. What's the event today? A murder mystery party. Nothing's better than some thrills to end my tenure as a conductor. Guests will be funneled here to the dining car as a home base, so to speak. I'll be with you to gather tickets, but after that, you'll be on your own. So I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? I can't afford to lose this job, or I'll make you proud, sir. Glad this old man can rest easy. Doors to the Barrage Express are opening. All aboard! Okay, let's see who comes in. Oh wait, I need to press it again. Okay, doors opening. So we got Amy, Knuckles, I think Sonic, or it could be Shadow. I know he's also in the game, but let's find out. Okay, we got Amy. And yeah, just Amy. Tails. Wow, this train is incredible. What fascinating tech. You're right, Tails. I could get used to staying on a train like this. What did you all expect? You know, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna use my regular voice. What do y'all expect? You know, I would always go out my... Sorry. You know, I always go all out for my birthday party. This train's as elegant as you are, Amy. Can't promise I won't take anything, though. Calm down there, Rouge. Did I not just catch you stealing from the train station gift shop? It was a pen, knucklehead. Who's gonna miss a teeny tiny pen? What cast of characters am I stuck with? Get a hold of yourself, Harley. You're swaying through your uniform. Hey, pal. Can I get one of those chili dogs? Okay. Well, how should I greet Sonic? Okay, you know what? Radio friend. Yeah, radio friend. I like that. Well, aren't you friendly? Oh, wait, that's Sonic. Why can't I be normal for 1 second? Sonic? Wait until I announce everyone's roles to get food. Sorry about that, birthday girl. Okay, so it's Amy's birthday. Okay, that explains the headband. I'll be coming around to collect everyone's tickets. Please have them out and ready. You'll join me, Arlie, won't you? Just click on whoever you like to talk with and we'll collect their ticket. Okay, got it. Who should we start with first? Got a hand. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to choose from. Is there anything to the left? Okay. So I think we'll start with the birthday girl herself. Could I please get the birthday girl's ticket? Why, certainly. Okay, well, very nice ticket. Thank you, miss. And thank you for choosing our fine train for your festivities. Birthday festivities. Why did I not read birthday? Well, the birthday discount certainly helped. Who doesn't love a good bargain? And a murder mystery train just sounds so exciting. It's right up my alley. Who doesn't love a good thrill? Wait, man, I gotta stop confusing the voices. You see, I'm a girl who loves a good true crime podcast. Okay, I'm just going to the southern accent again. Maybe we should leave her to have fun. Before we move on along for you, miss. Oh man, I said that weirdly. Before we move along, for you, miss. Oh, how fun, thank you. Where do I use this? That unlocks any door in the train. Happy birthday. That doesn't seem safe at all. I mean, as long as it doesn't lead outside, I guess. The birthday girl gets a birthday key. It's practically tradition. Oh, very useful. We'll use this wisely. Thank you. Okay, well, we still got plenty of people to talk to. I haven't heard from Espio yet. Could we please see your ticket? Of course. Excellent. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy your stay with us. Absolutely. I appreciate it. There's a calmness about him. Something about his presence puts me at ease. You consider me calming? He's looking right at me. I study ninjutsu. I believe one can communicate through the subconscious. Well, wow. Ninjutsu? That sounds like a lot of difficult training. Can you cling onto walls? Cling onto walls? What kind of question is that? I most certainly can. The conductor looked a bit too smug at the answer. Okay, so that's 2 down. And we got 7 more to go. So let's talk to Shadow. I think he should be easy to talk to. Here. Thank you, everything is in order. He seems concerned about something. Is there anything we can help you with? ... Okay, just... He hates his life and doesn't want to be here. Okay, that's fair. Do you sell gift bags here? Uh-oh. No, sadly, but I have a plastic grocery bag in the back. I could get it for you. That's stir. Brr. So cold. Arlie, you're shivering. You need me to fetch your jacket? Ha, no, I'm good. Okay. Well, let's talk to Sonic. Ticket, please. Thank you kindly. Happy to have someone as renowned as yourself aboard. Okay, I guess he does. I don't know that he's Sonic or something. Like, I don't know who he is. Although he's done a lot of stuff in the world, so I don't know how he doesn't know Sonic. And don't worry about it. I just like helping. When Eggman took over, I truly feared the worst. But my kids swore you would swoop in eventually, and you did. I can't offer much, other than my sincere gratitude. Don't sweat a thing. I'm glad you and your family are safe. Wait a second. Is he Sonic the Hedgehog? Okay, so he does know him. He just doesn't know what he looks like. Which is interesting. But whatever. Let's keep going. I promise you an excellent stay on our train, Sonic. Have fun. Yes. Have fun now. Will do, thanks. Okay. Can I get your ticket, youngin? Right here, sir. Thank you. May I offer you any snacks we have on board? No, thank you. When I travel, I always pack my own sparkle... Latin? What? Gelatin, I think. Yeah, that's gelatin. It's a sparkly jelly that can melt any jaded heart. Okay, that's interesting. Well, the more we know, that's some lore right there. No way, I bought my own sparkle gelatin. With me too. It's my first... Oh wait, sorry, it's just going from accent to that. I'll learn. It's my first day and I was a little nervous. Don't be nervous. You're doing great so far. We're sparkle gelatin buddies. Absolutely. If you need anything, just let us know. Oh, thank goodness someone on this train is normal. Sparkle gelatin isn't quite normal, but let's talk to Knuckles. Howdy. Could I please get your ticket? Oh, wait. He said howdy and that threw me off. Oh, it's crumbled up. I think that's a ticket. But I really don't want to argue with this guy. Everything looks good, thank you. Seems the conductor doesn't want to argue either. Okay, so, yeah, we just need to take care of Vector and then Rouge and Blaze. Okay. Hello, my friend. Can I get your ticket? Oh, yeah, sure, of course. As a gentleman of upstanding morals, I'd love to show you my ticket. He seems to be avoiding eye contact. Is something amiss, sir? I seem to have misplaced my ticket. Could you speak up a bit? I couldn't quite hear you. I misplaced my ticket. I don't know where it is. He's not hiding his embarrassment very well. Don't you worry. We'll take a look around for you and see if it turns up. Oh, that would be amazing. Thanks a million. Okay, so I guess we have to find it. Seems as though we should keep our eyes peeled for his ticket. And switching voices is weird. Okay, let's do Blaze. It's nice to hear from her. May I have your ticket, please? Oh, she already has it. Thank you very much. On top of it, I see. A princess such as myself must always be punctual. Princess? Did she just say princess? If you don't mind me asking, are you visiting from somewhere? A separate dimension, actually. A separate what? Just here for Amy's birthday, then I'll hop back to my own dimension. I quite prefer the birthday cake from this world more than my own. So I admit I am a bit excited. Oh, you don't say. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay, princess. Should I bow? Do I bow before a princess? Well, I don't know. What are you doing? Or what are you doing? Please get up. Why can't I not win with this group? Okay, so that leaves Rouge. Well, hello, you two. Oh, wait. Well, hello, you two. What can I do for you? Good morning, ma'am. Can we get your ticket? My, how forward. Let me fetch it for you. Okay, well, that's her ticket. Unless she got it from Vector or something. Come back if you need anything else, you hear? Wow, she's so polite. Very easy to talk to as well. Ma'am, I saw you sneak that $20 bill out of my pocket. Gonna have to kindly ask for that back. Okay, I need to stop going to the southern accent. I don't know why I keep slipping. Let's see what happens. Just give it. Oh, that was yours? Must have slipped out. Here you will go. I may not actually be the best at judging character. Okay, well, I guess we have to talk to a robot arm. Yummy. Don't mind if I do. Harley, those are for the guests, you know. Train, be sure Arlie only gets one of those if they ask. The arm just kinda nod. Actually, Train, the conductor wants me to have the whole plate. Good try, young buck. Oh, so I'm like a buck. The Train and I have worked together a long time. You'll have to work harder than that to get what you want. Drat. Those snacks look really tasty, too. Okay, so I know there was something else over here. Oh. Welcome aboard the Mirage Saloon. Okay, or the Mirage Express. Happy birthday, Amy. Okay, weather. Mostly sunny, clouds. Oh, so that's it. No, I'm just gonna have it on Happy Birthday, Amy. So, what else can I grab? Wait, who's that? I don't know, but... Okay, so that's where the ticket is, I guess. Let's stick it out of this paper napkin holder. Say, wasn't someone looking for their ticket earlier? Yeah, Vector. The karma collector. So let's get it. Let's be sure to return this to its rightful owner. And let's make sure no one loses or uses their ticket as a napkin. Last ticket is added to your inventory. Okay, so I have to talk to Vector again? Find anything yet? Well, we might just have what you need. Arlie, why don't you show our friend here what we picked up? Okay, well, we picked up a menu. This one. Oh, I'm starved. I'll take one of each. Maybe. On second thought, maybe I'll, wait a bit. Arlie, I was referring to the other thing we picked up. Right, sorry. Well, I mean, I knew, but I just wanted to see what he does. Okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. That's my ticket. Thanks so much to you both. Was really worried you kicked me out, and I'd missed the murder mystery. Oh, Arlie here would have their hands full kicking you out. You're right. I wouldn't leave without a fight. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Wait. Who made me both microwave expert and security guard? You're always both all right in my book. Thanks again for the assist. Of course. Just let us know if you need anything else. Okay, everyone. Time for me to read out everyone's roles for the murder mystery. And that's my cue to leave. I must prepare the driver's compartment for departure. Oh, the conductor's car. You remember our promise, yeah? You'll do everything in your power to make sure the guests have a safe and enjoyable time in the Mirage Express. Absolutely. You can count on me. To be honest, this group seems plenty capable on their own. And Train? Assist Arlie if they need any help, won't you? Yeah. ... I'm worried about that train AI. You know, it seems scary. That's all I need to hear. Oh wait, that's the conductor again. You have my trust. Nothing more heartwarming than a conductor in this train. Excellent, I'll be off. I must make my leave. Everyone, please have a phenomenal time. And don't worry about mucking up the place either. This train is state-of-the-art and has systems for dealing with all that. For everything else, please talk to Arlie here if you need anything. Sounds good. Absolutely. Will do. Goodbye now. I like that guy. Thank you all for following the outfit guide I sent you. Oh, Amy. I don't know why I was going for the masculine sound. You all look amazing. I trust you all read your lore cards as well? Lore cards? That must be the details of their motivations. I suppose it makes sense I suppose it makes sense lore cards aren't read out loud. Why was I slipping with lore cards? Otherwise, people would know the murderer's intentions. Now on to the nitty-gritty. For the murder mystery game, one of you will be murdered, and the rest suspects. Everyone has assigned roles for characters they will be playing. Participation is required, for it is my birthday. Of course. Birthday girl. Makes the rules. I don't know why I was saying that sarcastically. Sonic, you are a ship captain. You'll be stationed in the conductor car. Naturally, that's where the captain would go. Tails, you're the detective. You'll be here in the dining car. Indubitably. Knuckles, you're the sheriff round these parts. We'll find you in the saloon. Got it. Rouge, you're a business tycoon. And Blaze, you're a titan of industry. That's the same thing. Both in the casino. What's the difference? There is none. ... Sounds fun. Vector, you're the butcher, and Espio the poet. Both found in the library. Why would a butcher be in the library? Poet I get, but butcher, come on, Amy. Why couldn't you just station them in, like, I don't know, the kitchen? For, like, Espio, Vector. Okay, well, that aside, let's continue. Hear that, Espio? We'll hang out together. And do what? Read? Maybe we can make a tower of books or something. Shadow is a locksmith, hanging out in the lounge. And last but not least, me, the journalistic reporter. I'll be moseying around with everyone. Do you get all that? Yeah. I'm not gonna repeat that. That's ridiculous. I was listening in. Hope that's okay. More than alright. Oh wait. More than alright. You can help ensure everyone's following their roles. Oh, that reminds me. I have a map for each of you. Okay. Everyone's station is marked on this map as well. How convenient. Oh, crap, that was my stuff. Okay, map added to your inventory, good. The rules of the game are as follows. There is a murderer amongst you all. I guess you could say they're among us, which is basically the same thing, but the murderer can kill a single participant however they choose. But you must physically be present with the victim for it to count. Everyone else must collect evidence throughout the train and use it to interrogate fellow passengers to figure out who done it. The murderer will lie to get out of being accused, so inspect everything you can, find clues, and interrogate. I'll set a timer for 1 hour so everyone can mingle, and the murderer can do their thing. Is everybody ready? Sounds like everybody's excited. Everyone to your cars or stations. Okay, the game is afoot. Ah, this is so exciting. A mystery is unfolding right under our very noses. How thrilling. I have goosebumps. Same. Isn't it awesome? Shouldn't you two be out there mingling with everyone? Well, actually, the detective and journalist can't be murdered. The murderer. So we're stuck here for an hour before we going out and scoping the place. This way, there's always a neutral party. Makes sense to me. Seems as though Amy's more excited about deciphering the mystery anyways. What do you think everyone's doing? Oh, probably inspecting their stations and talking amongst one another. Everyone has roles to play, so they must be exploring their characters. Do you know what their character motivations are, Amy? No, the lore cards are confidential. No one knows but the person who received them. My backstory is that I was best friends with a flicky that decided to join the evil Dr. Eggman, kickstarting my desire for justice in the world. My lore is that I'm a nosy person turned journalist. Yeah, that's less complex than Tails. Not gonna lie, this sounds kind of fun. Wish I wasn't stuck on microwave duty. ... and what is going on? The train started moving. It's so fast. Grab onto something. What is going on? I'm slipping. Hold on. I can't. Yeah, this is so dramatic for just pictures, but the screen's shaking, so I gotta be talking. No! Okay, something did happen. I don't think this was part of the murder mystery. Pretty sure of it. But now the game is afoot. You're both awake. Yeah. It seems the train has slowed down considerably. Is everyone alright? Yeah, my head's spinning a bit, but I'm okay. It seems that we've been knocked into the dining car's closet. Okay, that's crazy, but sure. It's a game after all. This train can reach such incredible speeds. We're getting our money's worth with this experience, that's for sure. Is this actually intended? It's my first day, so I'm not really sure. I don't recall them warning me about this in the interview. We should go check on the others. Arlie, could you get the door? I don't think I'm going to be able to get the door. Of course. Aw, shucks. It seems the door is blocked. I don't think it's budging. Amy, give that fallen shelf a whack with your Pico Pico hammer. Okay, that's a weird look. I'm guessing she forgot it? Okay, yeah, I guess she forgot it. Because this... Let's find another way out. I'll, start looking for clues. I'll search over here. Okay. I know Amy. She's hiding something. I suppose she did wake up before us. Something could have happened. Listen, I know I'm the detective here, but all the best detectives have sidekicks. I'm gonna need your help. Let's gather clues on why Amy's acting this way and interrogate her about it. Check out everything you can around this closet, and then we'll show it to Amy to uncover the full situation. So it's like a Danganronpa or like Ace Attorney. That's cool. Gather evidence and interrogate. Got it. Okay, so let's start interrogating. I'll need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? You know, thinking about it, he kind of looks like Mimic with the eyes. Kind of reminds me of it, so maybe it's the conductor. I don't know. I'm just pondering. Understood. You can count on me, Tails. I won't turn evil like your ex-Flicky companion did. Happy to hear it. Now let's get searching. Oh wait, that's still Tails. Okay, so we're done with all the dialogue stuff, so now we just start looking. So something happened here. The shelf blocking our exit. It's currently not budging. Hey Arlie, look closely at this. Huh. I wonder how this side of the shelf got smashed. There's nothing the shelf could have fallen onto. I'm sure this damage wasn't here before. The train has too much upkeep. I feel like this is important. We should log it. Okay. So, yeah, what about this wet floor sign? Is it even important? Or is it just a wet floor sign? Ah, the wet floor sign. Keeping people learn safe. Once I slipped on some spilled juice at the grocery store. No wet floor sign at all. Luckily, Sonic was there to catch me. Wow, Sonic really is fast, as they say. But he was going so fast he slipped on the juice too. We slid into an older gentleman's shopping cart. Ouch. Well, it's a thought that counts, I suppose. Okay, so what else? Oh, we can click this. What's this rod? Okay, this looks interesting. The tip is broken. It looks to have originally been attached to something, like a hammer? I'm not sure if it's related to our mystery, but I keep spinning it around, so we'll keep it. Okay, stick is add to your inventory. I think we've found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Amy and find out what really happened. Okay, well, let me see what else there is. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check here. Sadly, it's empty. But on the bright side, this is a very clean trash can. How do I become as optimistic as this kid? What do you think, Tails? Want me to cook any of this for you? Okay. When we get out of here, sure. I normally never make microwave meals. I prefer to cook. My cast iron skillet has gone to a lot of use lately. I can cook a mean cast iron pizza. I've only had microwave lunches this week. Okay, so I think that's it. Okay, we can click on nothing over here, so let's just talk to Amy. What's the latest? Find any clues yet? I found a spoon. If we find 2 more, we can dig ourselves out. It's a train. Dig ourselves out on a train? Yeah, exactly. You can't dig yourselves out of a train. That's stupid. But she is the birthday girl, so she's clever, I guess. Let's call her that. I'll keep looking. Okay, let's just get into it. Amy, we believe you're hiding something from us. What? You accuse me on my birthday? How dare you? This isn't going to be easy, is it? No, it never is. I've been stuck in here just like the two of you. What in the world do you think I'm hiding? Amy was awake before Tails and I were. What could she have done in that time? Oh, definitely not microwave a chili dog. There's no one else in here, so she didn't murder a suspect. So I'm thinking attempted escape, because why not? I don't think you were seeing idly while Arlie and I were knocked out. You attempted to escape the closet. Prove it. Huh? Show me the evidence that I attempted to escape, or help me search for a way out. Do we have evidence to prove that? Arlie, let me step you through this. First, find the correct piece of evidence from your inventory. Once that has been deduced, we must form our argument to fight back. Okay, so like Ace Attorney. Or also Danganronpa. Oh, it's like the same thing, regardless. Alright, let's do it. What proves Amy attempted to escape the dining car closet? Okay, well, I'm pretty sure the crack on the shelf. Since that's the only two things we got from here. What? Some damage on the shelf is supposed to prove something? It fell over. Damage makes sense. You have no argument here. You're grasping. Oof. Okay, Tails, what now? Well, now we follow this train of thought. I see what they did there. How does a crack on the shelf relate to Amy? So now I have to explain myself? Well, you see, when I get stumped, I like to think. What would Sonic do? What would Sonic do? Sonic's a force to be reckoned with. He's always running forward, collecting rings, smashing badniks. He never loses. Like an endless runner game. I play a lot of those on my phone. Sure, whatever works. So is that from the trailer? Just close your eyes and think. What would Sonic do and find your argument? Alright, let's prove we're not grasping. Let's follow the train of thought and fire a comeback. Like Sonic would do. Hey! Okay. Oh. We're actually playing a... Okay, let me grab my keyboard. Okay. So I got all the inputs in. So we need to collect 20 rings. Not bad. Okay, that's a jump. Yeah, we got easy. Almost got to 30, so not bad. And also, it's my Dream Gear, so it's a combination of a Dreamcast and a Game Gear. That's cool. Sure, the shelf fell, but there's nothing around for the shelf to fall onto. You're telling me, on a train this well kept, that the damage was here before we arrived? Oh snap, Amy just realized she goofed up. Well, I believe someone is responsible for hitting that shelf. You just said nothing was around for the shelf to fall into. What was the shelf hit with then? Oh, I got something that you're not gonna believe. What is that, a stick? You truly believe a stick could do this kind of damage? Okay, well, I'm thinking again. And I need to get my hands on the keyboard. At least they give you some time, so it's not, like, that bad, but... Yeah, this is pretty fun. Honestly, this is pretty easy, too, so... Okay, yeah, 33 out of 25. And we got the light bulb. You're right. A stick can't do this kind of damage to the shelf on its own. But if it's attached to something, it could. Like, let's say, a hammer. Oh wait, that's tails, but no, it fits. This isn't a stick at all, is it? This is actually the handle to your Pico Pico hammer. Oh, we got her. You attempted to hit the shelf on the out of the way, but you failed. The handle to your hammer snapped right off. We got her. It's as you both said. I tried to get us all out with my hammer, but I failed. I gave the shelf one big whack on, and the hammer ripped right off. I figured it was no big deal and tried to hide it, but I suppose my embarrassment got the better of me. She does look genuinely sorry about the situation. I never expected your hammer to snap like that, Amy. It was one of my backups. It's a little lighter to carry around. I didn't think I'd need it. Well, lucky for you, I'm a detective, and I dabble as a mechanic. Let me see both pieces of the hammer. Just tying things here, a little elbow grease there, and fixed. Tails, thank you. According to my calculations. Oh wait. If you hit the shelf right here, it should do the trick. Alright, stand back. The shelf completely shattered. Incredible. We did it. We're free. Great job, Amy. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I feel like you need a comma, but whatever. Wait, is that? Oh, it can't be. Yeah, it is. Sonic. Oh, man. Someone murdered my darling Sonic. Oh, man, that's just funny. Like, seeing Sonic on the floor like that, and Amy's like, so happy. That's so weird, but looks like the game's begun. I'm finding out who did this at once. Amy, wait. I want to figure out who did this too. Wait for me. Oh boy. What a whirlwind. I'm exhausted already. That was really convincing, Sonic. Ah, crap. He's actually down. He's dead, is he? Sonic? Oh boy. Okay, he's still alive. Body numb. Can't move. What are you saying? I don't understand. I just need to rest. Sonic? Sonic! Is he actually hurt? He's not moving. Are those wounds on him genuine? My hand's on his wrist, but I don't sense a pulse. Am I doing this right? What in the world is going on? Is this part of the murder mystery, or is this serious? Sonic! Sonic! Oh no. Oh no, I feel myself panicking. Calm down, Arlie. What do? I need you to do everything in your power to make sure our paying guests are well taken care of. Understood? These guests are incredibly renowned, which means they must be remarkably rich. So I leave this care to you, Arlie, my favorite employee. This is my first day. Surely you won't let me down on this last ride. Ha ha ha. I need to catch up to Amy and Tails and get to the bottom of this. Even though this is part of the game, I can't take the risk. I'll keep everyone safe, conductor. You'll see. Okay, and that's our ticket. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Wow. So something did happen to Sonic. We don't know what, though. That's cool that they got the Mirage Saloon setting. Oh, look, there's a little arcade cabinet. Whoa, look at this place. Yo, let's see if the birthday girl's here. I looked around. I don't see her. I think Amy's gone on ahead. It seems she's really excited. Do you need something from me? Yeah, just a question, really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? Oh man, for someone that's laughing, Tails, you gotta knock it off. He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. I'm not gonna take you seriously. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of a murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Okay, I don't want to say this because if I do say that and Tails ends up being the murderer, that might be bad. Although he's definitely probably not the murderer. If you don't mind, is it cool if I can tag along with you? Oh, of course, sure. Now if I ever need a snack, you've got me. Ha, fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum though, just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy to work the case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. That is true. You varmints. What are y'all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I couldn't see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us about you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi and... Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Harley, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Right, let's do that. So, the crime is afoot. So there's arcade. Oh. Howdy, partners. Spittoon-free establishment. Coliseum Highway Zone. Okay, that sounds cool. Which one should I keep it at? Howdy, partners. I like that. Huh. That's funny. Door's locked tight. We can't go any further. I wonder how Amy was able to leave then. Good point. When were these doors locked? And how long were they locked for? We'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, the bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Crunch, crunch, crunch. kind of bland. Huh. Seems like someone licked all the salt off of them. What? Patooey. Or maybe they're just unsalted. Yeah, they're probably just insulted. Oh, those are palm trees. Is that actual windows? Breathtaking views. The train passes by some incredible sights. Wait, is that the chain from Sonic CD? I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. I'll never understand this friend group. Yeah, I'm curious if that is actually a reference to Sonic CD. So, something's always hidden in the trash can. Let's check here. Okay, sadly, this one's empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash can is flawed. Well, shut up, Tails. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Ha ha ha. I think Tails is ignoring me. Okay, screw you, Tails. Okay, I wanted reward. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Oh, poor Omochow. Hate to see them like this. What do they do? Medical malpractice. What? Interesting. What? Why is Omochow doing medical malpractice? How would he even do that? Clearly, we won't be able to give this game Super Monkey Ball a try. Oh, Super Monkey Ball! I love that series. You know, GameCube, Banana Mania, even, you know, the other games to a certain extent. Yes, for sure. But, yeah, I love that reference. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more to be caused from punches. Okay, so I guess Knuckles punched it. Who could have done that? What are you two looking at me for? Yep. Okay, so... So we got the arm, and we also got, you know, the glasses. So I think the glasses are a clear piece of evidence. Arlie, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Well, maybe Knuckles was really thirsty. Who knows? Arlie, this one has lipstick on the rim. Oh wait, that's Tails. Okay, but maybe Knuckles is really into lipstick or something. Don't judge, boy. That's not Knuckles' color at all. So he does wear lipstick. Someone else must have put it there. Or been there. We should log this. Okay, yeah, log it. I think we've found enough clues. Okay, so we're done. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what's really happened. Okay, so, yeah, let's just talk to Knuckles and see what's up. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with, please don't beat me up, but, you know what I like is that. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said leave me alone. It doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you adjust your hat a bit so we can see it better? I said leave. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna... What? Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever If you are ever hungry, you'll let me know, won't you? Sure, like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Arlie. You're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. Okay, so, yeah, let's actually interrogate him. Knuckles, Arlie and I determined that you were doing something during... Arlie and I need to determine what you were doing the hour the murder took place. I already told you. Buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? Yeah, it is really obvious. He punched a machine for some reason. We have evidence too. We do? Arlie, just take a good look at your inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? Smash Arcade. The arcade machine? Ah. What makes you think I touched it? Okay, time to think. Hands on the keyboard. This is super cool though. Okay, we're good for rings, so yeah, pretty easy win. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... I want to say this one, Super Monkey Ball is your favorite game. Wow, Super Monkey Ball has adrenaline pumping monkey ball action. This proves nothing about the current situation. I know, I just wanted to say that. May have been off the mark there. Let me try again. What evidence do you have that the punches or the damages are punches? That's a good point. What are y'all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag and none of them were available for me. Just the sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you? I'm on it. Arlie, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Okay, that's cool. I hope we get to play it. Bring it on. Okay, time to think. I wonder... Well, the sprite for Sonic looks new specifically, but I'm curious about the sprite that's up above, like, showing us how far we progress through the stage. It looks like something from Sonic Advance. Actually, it might not be. It might be new as well, but good job on the developers, though. The arcade machine is fixed. No! Don't look at the scores! Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Oh, look. Vector, Nux. Okay, what does this tell you? Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library card. Picture is beginning to be painted here. You compete with Vector to see who would get the highest score. And Vector beat you by like 1 point. How? In frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Grr. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here. Now! Yeah, time to think. Yeah, we need to figure this out, but Vector is not a common name. Or at least not in our world. Maybe it is in Sonic? I don't know, but yeah, we're pretty much done with this thing, so yeah, we did a little worse, but I'm fine with 39 rings. Doesn't really matter anyways. Now, Arlie. What proves Vector was here with Knuckles? I think the glasses. Is it gonna be this easy every time? No! I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks, playing arcade. I'm not saying, it's not like that. It's not. I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. I think you're on the right track here. It's as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. Until now. Suck at destroying Knuckles. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest. I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what about the other cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched She searched around for something but failed. Made fun of our game and left. Okay, I guess she was like looking for money between the cushions or something. What the heck was she doing? Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her to drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games. Rouge couldn't find something and left. And then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list. Doesn't make sense. Arlie, can you take a look one more time? Not a name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? Okay, so yeah, we got Vector, who I don't even know how he got one more point on Knuckles and got a game over. Was it like he grabbed one more banana and was like, screw you, Knuckles? Or you know what? I don't even want to think about it. So candy, bagel, ultim, bread, apple, toast. So it's ultim, as in like ultimate, I guess. All the other names have a food theme, but this one who here goes by ultim? You may not know, Arlie, but this there's someone on here that goes by that title. Oh, like ultimate, I guess. The ultimate life form. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Why would he play Monkey Ball though? There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game. It was the first to get us name on the scoreboard. Vector and I fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to defeat, huh? He gave me this before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. I guess he wants his privacy or something. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the key door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here, not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. Oh yeah, like the one that unlocks all of them. Well, that's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened to the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? What was Rouge searching for? I don't know. They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. God. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. More information than I expected to get there, but seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough. The library's the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it before when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Arlie. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Harley, coming, God. Slow down your roll, mister. Ready to mosey down onto the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. Okay, maybe I just talk with my regular voice since there's an intentional hang in there. Oh my god, I love that. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. How can they afford presents? Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murder will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tube is too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Oh, don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The doors to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl. The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets amassed the birthday key. Of course it's a birthday privilege. Are birthday keys just a thing in Sonic's world? I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Oh god, I'm never saying bye like that. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry. I like that. Starved? I kill for a chicken parmesan right about now. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. Now I'm Espio the Poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Did I hear some? Sure, oh god, he doesn't even know. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. Oh man, I wish they had like a snapping sound effect, but yeah, Tails is not impressed. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. It's the same thing, isn't it? I'm satisfied for now. Thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Arlie and I are here to establish both of your alibis. He walked through what happened after Amy had everyone leaving the dining car. Oh wait. Oh sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, and Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yup. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before, oh crap. Okay, before we could, let me figure it out. Do I have like a log? No, I guess not, but before we can ask her, I guess that's what they were gonna say. Wonder what she found. She's obviously on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing the card games. He insisted on showing me up at Super Monkey Ball. I got engrossed by the rolling monkey action. I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the car through the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, he realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked library cards, or doors, it seems Espio and Vector couldn't have left the library car's saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for ya. And if you like to be... Nah, I'm not interested in the poem, sorry. Thanks, guys. There's alibis solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. But yeah, it's like a donut hole within the donut hole. You know, it's getting crazy what they're saying, so I'm guessing that's Conductor, maybe. Oh my god, is that the gamer OC? That's the gamer thing. Like on the left side of the wall, that's cool. I love that reference. Okay, so we don't have much to select. You got the hang in there, brochures, books on the floor, so let's check out the bookshelf. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. Oh my god, Tails. He's scavenging through all the book tiles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop. Or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. It's the user's guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of it. Mirage Express manual add to your inventory, okay. And I just realized that's Professor Pickles to the top right of the screen. That's cool. But yeah, this place really does remind me of his office in Sonic Unleashed. What's this bright red book? Oh yuck, this reeks of evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet? You may not be wrong. Okay, so I guess he's into omelets. Oh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh, what? Harley, look at this. There's a couple of maps here. This one seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map, add to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Looks like there's stalactites. Okay. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha. Yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves or stalactites. Man, I really do like damn stalactites though. Oh, there's another one of these things. Okay, Chaos Cola. I guess I gotta earn more money somehow, so check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal. I like the Chow Cola one. So, Yeah, I don't think we need to click on the arm. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Okay, so what else? We could talk to Vector. Tails isn't saying anything about getting enough evidence yet, so I think it's the world map at this point. The globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of these countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia. Yeah, Spagonia. That's how you pronounce it. Have you ever been there? I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickles. Huh, I thought Professor Pickles moved to another country. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Okay, what's up with this table? Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are really comfy. So plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Harley, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Yeah, I guess you have one, but it's weird that it happened once. So, the only two things I can really think of are this arm and the hang in there poster, but okay, let's just check on the hang in there poster. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety, because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to its principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was too much thought put into this poster. Right? Okay, well, I guess we have to talk to one of them. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can really do. So I guess let's just handle the arm. Oh, poor thing. That arm is struggling, cleaning up the car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Okay, trash can time. Something's always hidden in the trash can. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there'd be something there. Arlie, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm dandy. I'm sure there's something in the next trash can bin we find. You really think so? Yeah. Well, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Arlie, you're pretty unconventional, but I like it. But was that supposed to be a compliment? Anyways, let's just talk to one of them. Let's talk to Espio. Fancy a poem? How about a poem of trains? Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. I'm surprised they don't end one of these with "It's snowing in Mount Fuji" or something. That'll be a funny reference. Thanks. Actually really like that one. Huh? I want to hear another one. Let's hear about space. I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste. Dropped the vase from my embrace. Sorry, I have a bit of the hiccups right now. So, my antique I must now replace. Okay, that's a weird poem, but okay, I like it. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Okay, let's just start the interrogation. I don't think we have an... Okay, what else could we possibly get? There's like nothing else to click on. Fire... Yeah, there... Okay, maybe we could start with Vector, actually. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they can confiscate my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train. I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. But what if I hide the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Okay, let's just start the interrogation. Okay, what else is there? I don't know what else could be, like, hiding. Nothing like cold cuts for a cold case. Let me know if you need a good butchering. Yeah, well, we touched the table. We touched everything. So I'm curious. Maybe let's see if it's books on the floor. Yeah, there's really nothing else. So many books on the ground. Okay, well, yeah, we already read this. Okay, yeah, this is the same thing. So. Okay, just the same thing about Eggman. Oh, I don't want to read it again. So, nothing with the windows, nothing with... Huh. This is going to be annoying to figure out. But we already got everything. Nothing about the picture frames. Nothing about... Okay, maybe the locked door. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Okay, so I think we're gonna start with Vector. Did you bring any meat? Oh, yeah, we already read that. So yeah, start an interrogation. Oh, so it's just the both of them. So the two of you don't believe us, huh? It's not that. I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Harley and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence of net. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library card, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but you actually were reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't start till he stops. Or it doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a really good read. What was the book? SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you don't want to talk, I have a hunch on what book it might be. Arlie, could you help me out? Alright, Arlie. What book do we think SBO may have been reading? Okay, well, I think it was this book for sure. ... A manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? What argument could you have possibly used to support this? Okay, think. Oh, there's like 4, panels this time. Oh, crap. You both grasping, I knew it. We got this, Arlie. Let's try this again. Yeah, we're not grasping. I just screwed up the thing. And jump. I think that's the first time I lost. Oh, what the frick is that? How am I supposed to avoid that? Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. I've done it. I've done all I could, so 48 rings out for you, not bad. But after this card, I think we're just gonna give my thoughts on the game so far, and then end it as a part 1, since this is gonna be a while. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Oh crap. SBO, what have you done? This lack of attention to detail is normally like you, SBO. Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SBO. A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Arlie, if you don't mind. Okay, let's do this. You ask SBO some questions about the manual. Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO on the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? So we can go with 14, page 362, or page 97. So I'm gonna go for the middle since that's like the less likely place he would read. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events that can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train could clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. Robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SBO aced that question. Arlie, hit him with another one. Okay, which page should I choose? Okay, let's go with 231. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? Okay, that's very specific. No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This doesn't apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Arlie. Let's see if a SBO can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? Okay, page 402. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease the general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know about bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a little suspicious, even if true. But if he answered all my questions so calmly, that's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I guess we can. SBO, is it that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have the evidence to back it up. Arlie? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Arlie, think. We should have a piece of evidence to link to someone who saw SBO reading, but what? Okay, I'm guessing the library map. Not sure what you're trying to say. Don't waste my time. Not sure that's right, Arlie. What evidence do we have that okay, I think it's this one. Shadow's lock. It was going around locking, the doors to the train, so definitely Shadow's lock. Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell. What has this have to do with anything? We're up. Arlie, let's get our argument together. Okay, think. Yeah, think. Brain blast. I wish that was in the game, though. Love Jimmy Neutron. Oh, crap. Okay, but I got this. Okay, 33. And they're getting harder. Man. Talk about low-budget train rides. And there is food. And also entertainment, so... Oh, God. Okay, at least it's not that bad. Shall walk through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he met the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. They sure are. SBO said he saw a Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car. SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just so fully immersed in the book that I didn't even notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of the doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, I see you. You see, I can sense SPO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't notice Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at the moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would SPO leave? Shadow locked all the cars and no one saw SPO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Arlie. Now, okay, one that I can love for SPO to solve. You gotta believe me. That cold demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book, I didn't know Shadow passed back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember that happening. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SPO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SPO simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not know Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Okay, I think SPO's full of crap. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue on his line of questioning and... Arlie, my favorite and beloved employee, please. You know, why is he saying that I'm his favorite? It makes no sense. I've only been working for one day. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. They'll allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. Okay, these flashbacks are really getting weird. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate. Lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another? I think it's this. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. I like this little minigame though. I hope they do another one of these next year. Or like maybe something that's released on everything, including Steam. I think this would have made for a great Switch game, or if they like make this into a full game. Because I do enjoy what they're doing with Sonic. Oh crap. Oh, I felt so close. Let me give it another go. Yeah, I got it. No, this one's not that bad. I've just been like falling off the stages though. I think I can get through with the ring counts though. You know, damage isn't that like, you know, atrocious. So not like losing a bunch of my rings, so I already got a bunch of them already, so I'm doing good. But yeah, I hope that maybe they could like port this over to like, I don't know, other consoles or something, or you know, maybe just make a like other game like this, and I don't know, make it a full game. That would be cool. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another. Straight path. I shall walk down this straight path. There's a way SBO and Shadow couldn't have seen each other. Looks like you have a point. I have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could have SBO have been for Shadow not to see him? So So if he goes through here, maybe he could have been... I'm thinking this one. There's a bookcase. I think Shadow would have noticed Espio was climbing one of those. Okay, fair enough. Shoot. Okay, let me just... I think it's this one. Okay, maybe the desk. Although it's like the first place you would see. That desk is huge. I'm sure Shadow would have seen Espio. Okay. Okay, what could it have been? I don't see any other options that make sense. Maybe here? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I could second that. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen each other from this spot, because of a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense, but I never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. I'm glad you all believe me now. Yeah, that looks like the face of a liar. Your alibi is in the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did another pair of alibis. Validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Yeah, I don't think Blaze could have done it, although we haven't talked to her yet. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through it earlier. And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give him heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose. While doors keep getting locked, tick-tick-tock goes the clock. While our heroes are in the caboose. Okay, that one's the best one so far. It actually makes sense. At this point, I'm pretty confident in our detective skills. We're really going through this. Come on, Arlie. Let's see what's next. Coming. Okay, so that's going to be doing it for this part. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that fully fleshed out in terms of gameplay, but I enjoy the conversations. I think it really does fit with Sonic's world, so I'm curious though what point in time this takes place in. Like, I'm thinking either after Frontiers or before, but I think this has to be canon. But you know what they say, everything is canon, but yeah, I love these little callbacks too, to like previous Sonic games. Like Professor Pickles, or you know, the gamer dude, whose name I cannot remember, I think Ian Jr. maybe? Well, I can't say for sure, but I gotta say, it's been fun. But hopefully for like next April Fools, we do get to see a full-fledged game from this, but that might be wishful thinking. So, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this part. You know, next time we'll be handling Rouge and Blaze, and then also Shadow. And hopefully we finish it off in the next part. We did spend like a decent amount of time during this part. I don't know how long it was, but it had to be over an hour. So this is a pretty decently long game. So, yeah, this has been Arlie Safari. I'll see you guys later. And hopefully we find whoever did do it. Although my suspicions... I might as well just get this out of the way. I'm thinking either SPO, Shadow, or somehow Eggman. I don't know how Eggman would be involved with the plot so far, but I feel like maybe he could be part of it. But yeah, for sure this time, I will see you later, Gators.